Designing a clinical study that includes patient-reported outcomes, or PROs, can raise many complex questions. How do we define our PRO endpoint? What's the best way to handle intercurrent events? How do we communicate the results clearly and consistently? To support researchers, the SISAQOL-IMI project developed a set of harmonized recommendations, tailored to different study designs and objectives, to guide the design, analysis, and reporting of PRO endpoints in clinical trials. In this video, we'll walk through the interactive recommendations table on the SISAQOL-IMI website and show how it can support clinical trial planning. At SISAQOL-IMI.org, you can find the interactive table for your study type. Here, a randomized controlled trial. The table organizes recommendations by study design and objective and PRO variables of interest. Now, let's look at a specific example. For a confirmatory superiority trial, interested in a responder definition with PRO improvement at time t, click the corresponding cell. This opens a detailed recommendation view specific to the endpoint of interest. A plain language description of the endpoint is presented at the top. Just below, you'll find recommendations across the key domains Estimans framework, PRO score, interpretation thresholds, study design, statistical analysis, and results communication and visualization. If you are interested in guidance on the attributes of the Estimans framework, simply click to access the available recommendations. You'll find guidance, for example, on how to handle intercurrent events such as disease progression in your analysis. Each recommendation statement is clearly marked with a bullet point and an Identify ER code at the end. You can also expand explanations for each statement to see additional elaborations on the respective recommendation. If you're unfamiliar with a term like ITT, click on it to open the glossary, where you can switch between scientific and plain language definitions. To collapse sections, simply click on the headings again. At the top left, you'll find the print page function, useful for saving or sharing the recommendations for your PRO objective and variable of interest. You can choose to include the detailed explanations or just the statements. Selecting the print button in the center opens your usual print settings. Once you've finished researching your endpoint of interest, you can easily go back to the table via the button in the top left corner. If you're interested in guidance for a single-arm trial as well, you can switch to a separate recommendations table using the button in the top right corner and easily return to the randomized controlled trial table from there. And if you have any questions or comments, just scroll to the bottom and click Contact Us to send a message to the project team. With the SISAQOL-IMI interactive table, you can confidently design studies that integrate PROs in a structured, transparent, and patient-centered way. Explore the tool today and make better informed decisions for your clinical research.